Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to XP11. We are now live here in Amsterdam Schipol at the minute. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to XP11. We are now live here in Amsterdam Schipol at the minute. Right, yep, so we're live in Amsterdam, Jet 2, Phoenix 8 Lima Juliet over to Birmingham this evening. As you can see, nice and busy, a couple of KLMs dotted about. I've got quite a long taxi looking to push back here, nose out here. And we're going to have to taxi all the way across over here to the furthest runway away, which is runway 36 left, apologies. So without any further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and set ourselves up for that. So we'll jump into the cockpit, turn the ground power unit on, and switch the battery on as well. Make sure we've got electrics on, as well as some window heat. And also pull out our checklist that we got here. Brand new from Zebo. So we've got surfaces and first would be the walk around procedure that we'd have to go through before the aircraft, before we even get into the aircraft. For some reason can't hear the actual aircraft itself, so just stand by 1 second. Master's all the way up. Might be a slight issue there. I have that on my headset. Just bear with me 1 second, apologies. Right, I think we've established the aircraft, unfortunately, is not seeming to produce any sound, so we're going to have to just go with it. Right, we'll pretend we've done the safety inspection before start, so IRS mode selectors. Before we do that, we're just going to go here, so emergency exit lights are coming on, 10 button is tested even if we can't hear it. We'll go position light strobe, hopefully the sound does get back very soon. Don't know what's happened there. Logo light, come on, get nice and dark now, and that is it for up here. Move over here to nav selectors to align the IRS. Going over to mic, and we'll set the radios up there. It's obviously stall test carried out, but as I say, no sound. Flame white is dim. Flaps are all checked there, and that's waiting to align. So we've got 8 minutes for the IRS to align itself. So whilst that's loading up, we've got gear pins removed. Light test, we'll do a quick light test then. Click the switch up here, and as you can see, all of the lights are illuminated now. Don't think there's anything we can fail. Yep. Looks pretty good to me. Right, we'll dim them. And then we'll do oxygen tests. We'll just say this is the first flight of the day, just due to the current position we're in. Okay, tested. Your damper is set to the
Schipol ground, Scandinavia 844. Request push and start from gate 28. Scandinavian 844.
Nav and transfer display switches normal auto. So as I say, nav's aligned auto. 7 minutes to wait on the IRS there. Fuel can come on when necessary. Emergency exit lights are on. We've done all that, so we'll go through this once we've set everything else up, I think. So if I come over here, go to panel, brighten everything up here, and for the first officer's side as well. There we go.
hello ground, Red 96906 with you,
turn the
requesting
flight
push and
director
start.
on that. I'll just ditch this a second. Flight director can come on.
Red 91696, hello, pushback and start.
Just a few more checks. So 3 green lights there. 3 green lights there. That's all good. And we'll just check for our fire tests. We should have a in-up test here. Fault in-up test. There we go. That's all lit there. Testing fire. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Testing the cargo fire. Yep. Everything's lit up. Looks pretty good to me. Now I can hear the volume again. Audio. Not too sure whether you guys can, but I can definitely hear some audio now. I think that has actually kicked my headset out, unfortunately, though, so I might have to sort that out again. Just want to give me a sec. Let me see. Yeah, that's got rid of my headset now, so I'm going to have to get back to you here and have to reload the game.
Please check your quarantine scripts folder.
Right everyone, we're back. Apologies about that. Short sound issue there. We're going to make sure everything gets set up nice and quickly again though, so we'll GPU's back on, battery I've turned on to check the sound, electrics can come back on, window heats sidewards and forwards, panel get brightened up, engine starter switch to left, strobe position is steady. We can now go ahead and turn the yaw damper, no we can't because we need to set the IRS. Emergency exit lights and a 10 button is now tested and pressed. Nav lights are on, as well as nav lights, sorry, nav IRS is set. It's going to take us 9 minutes, 8 minutes now. Radios are set. There's the airspeed test and cabin lights to dim. Flaps are good. We just need to yeah, I did set the strobes, put logo light on. So it's getting nice and dark. I've come back down here, turn the panel up on the pedestal. Panel up here and here. And if we go down here to clear everything, progress, FMC will start setting that up shortly. Flight directors can however come on for now. And we can start thinking about loading some fuel. Set the yaw damper on. Right, I'll just have a quick look at the flight plan now then. We're looking at 145 passengers for today's leg, and that should give us about 3,000 sorry, 3 tons worth of cargo, so we'll go 1,500 both forwards and backwards, giving us a payload of 15.6, which sounds about right. We got 15.4, but it was. And that gives us then, if we go back, sorry, I need to put fuel in, what am I saying? 5.6 tons worth of fuel is going to be going in then, giving us a fuel weight of 58.7. And a take weight of 64.1. Write that down. All those figures add up nicely. 16.4 for stab trim, we'll remember that. Fuel can then get loaded. We'll leave that at the moment. We can go ahead and set that to RTO for our takeoff braking. Tests have already been checked. We'll just say we've done that for ease. That means we can go up here again. Turn the well, we'll go ahead actually now that we're fueling and set the FMC up. So position initialization, we are at EHAM, which is Amsterdam. Currently sat at Gate Charlie 52. That's going to be our IRS coordinates route. So from Amsterdam, we're going to go over to Birmingham. Echo Golf Bravo Bravo. Flight number today is obviously Shanx. It's going to be Lima Sierra. We are 8 Lima Juliet. I've also just remembered I've not connected to Vatsim. So we're going to have to keep everything crossed that we're not in somebody's parking space. Hopefully that's not an issue. We may have to start again if that is the case. Connect. We're going to be, yeah, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. Come on. Anybody be here, please. I think we should be alright, hopefully. Yeah, I think we're good actually.
KLM 1823, request taxi. KLM 1823, taxi 100.1
continue on then.
at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Performance initialization, that goes in there. Reserves on board today.
Center, cross runway, taxi to 36 left, I'm sorry, cross runway 36.
2.1 tons worth of reserve fuel.
KLM 1823.
And there's a cost index overall of 67. That means we're going to be cruising flight level 300, so 30,000 feet there. Cruising in winds then, we're looking at 318 for at 12 for the winds, 318 at 12 knots, and that should give deviations of.
71 Victor Zulu, contact the tower 119.225, bye bye.
119.225,
no, what am I doing? Go straight to departing arrivals.
Contact tower 119.225, bye bye.
119.225 for Scandinavia
132.975.
Lufthansa 60 Foxtrot, contact tower 119.225,
Let's
bye
give
bye.
that a quick listen. Or we could always not. 132.975. Yep, looks like they haven't got any ATIS on there, so we'll click it and listen. So information Charlie currently. Main landing runway is 06, main takeoff runway 36 left, which is obviously the massive taxi to take off there. Average level is 40, and wind is 060 degrees at 6 knots. Ceiling and visibility is okay. Clouds visibility, sorry. And temperature is 18. Viewpoint is 7, giving us QNH 1016. And that's the end of information Charlie. QNH 1016. There we go. We'll switch over to delivery then. 121975. We'll go 121975. Set there. And we'll set our QNHs, which is 1016. Yep, that one's already set. And we can go ahead now then.
Ryanair 517, good evening, request radio check.
Have a look how he's got on. Yep, looks like fueling's already been taken.
Ryanair 5117, hello, radio check 5 out of 5, loud and clear.
So the fuel pumps can come on.
Readability 5 as well, thanks very much. In that case, Ryanair 5117, we're going 738 at standard Charlie 8 with information Charlie requesting IFR
So
clearance
runway
to Birmingham.
36 left has obviously been
Ryanair 5117, I don't have your flight plan.
and we're going to be looking.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about that, sorry. We'll report back when I've got the flight plan. Ryanair 5117.
Which isn't here. Follow 1 Victor. Follow 1 Victor, no. Okay, we'll go over to Amsterdam charts then, have a quick look at that.
KLM 867, ready for push and start. KLM 867, QNH 1016 information. Charlie, contact Schipol ground 121.8, goede vlucht nog.
1218.
Goedenavond, KLM 867.
Normally that anyway, isn't it? Nice and easy. Remember. Right, I'll just check. Oh no, we have gone past SIDS. Right, here we go then. So that's start, SID, here we go. The Vola 1 Victor, you hear? Vola 1 Victor. Vola 2 Victor is there, 10 3x1, remember that? 10 3x1. There it is. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with this one. So the Vola 1 Victor, well 2 Victor, should take us on to Echo 19er. Remember Vola 1 Victor. I'll just get rid of that and see if it's here. Oh, there's V's. Yeah, I don't seem to have it, so we're going to have to pin it in manually, I think. So it's going to be up to Levkey. In fact, we'll keep the routing at the minute as the same, because it would have also been Vola 1 Victor to Idrid. Maybe I could pin that in here. Vola 1 Victor. No? Vola 2 Victor? Right, I won't bother with that anyway, we'll just go direct to Idrid then, and I can pin that in manually. No, of course we don't want to go direct to Idrid. So it's going to be Lima 980. No, why have I put it there? Lima 980. No, of course we can't do that. Don't know what's happening with Zebo at the minute. Direct to Lamborn. Lima Alpha, no, Mike, sorry, that's it. There we go. We've actually got a waypoint that is functional.
Ryanair 517, sorry about that. Good evening again, we're Boeing 738 at stand Charlie 8. With information Charlie requesting IFR clearance to Birmingham as filed.
There we go. And then
Ryanair 117, hello, clear to Birmingham, Vola to Victor, departure, runway 36 left. Initial climb flight level 60 in the squawk 6270.
Cleared to Birmingham. Apologies, I didn't get the waypoint, but I got 2 Victor departure, 36 left, flight level 60 initially, and squawking 6270.
Yeah, no problem, it's a full to Victor departure.
There's 1 Alpha. Right, we'll set up that then.
Full 2 Victor departure, Ryanair 517.
First officers gone over and checked it.
Ryanair 5117, read package correct, come when you're fully ready.
Before we do that, however, though, we're going to have
Roger, we'll call I'm fully ready, Ryanair 517, thank you.
Set lev key. Lima Echo Victor Kilo India.
Good evening, this is Scandinavian Dream 96988. This isn't working, I don't know if you guys can fix that.
Echo Hotel was 0901.
Scandinavian 396, can you please repeat?
There we go, finally a waypoint, and then it'll be Vola to Idrid, which I think we've established isn't there.
Delivery, good evening, Condor 607, stand Delta 53, information Charlie, 757-300, GNH1016, request for Frankfurt.
Right, that looks about right to me. I'll just have a quick look through that. Obviously, yeah, so it's going to be...
Condor 607, hello, clear to Frankfurt, Maggie 1, Victor departure on way 36 left, initial climb flight level 60, and your squawk is 1000.
Left key definitely doesn't work.
Condor 607, cleared to Frankfurt, Rendy 1 Victor, 36 left, initial climb, 6000, squawking 1000.
Condor 607, read package correct, call me when you are
definitely on the
ready.
database, unfortunately, for that one.
Condor 607, welcome.
But we can always have a different go on that one, so it's going to be 004 by looks things for that heading, for runway heading. 004 looks about right to me. We'll carry it on though. What page was that? We need to remember that. That was page 77. We just have a quick look at the iPad airport diagram. We learn it's actually 003, so 1 off, no worries. We can now though set the passengers so they'll be boarding now. Seatbelts can come on. I think press that, did it? There we go. Passengers boarding. Seatbelt sign is on. That's all good there. Then we can set this now. The fuel's up. So it looks like we're going to be transitioning to 3,000 feet. Seems about right. And M1 limit, we'll go 22k D rate because we've got quite a bit of runway to play around with there. Take off flaps 5 for departure, giving us a trim of 6.5 and V2 145. 6.5 for the trim then, I remember that. There's 6, there's 5. And in that case, we can go ahead and start the AP. In fact, we're going to leave it because we're going to have to wait till 8 o'clock for the clap, I think, for the NHS workers. So head over here, terrain and weather.
Ryanair 517, apologies, I can't seem to find the departure. Are you able to put it in the text?
Yeah, we can't either, mate.
Yeah, sure, 1 second.
Thank you very much, Ryanair 517.
I think he's just going to have to pin it in like me. That's what I've done. But before we do that, we can do a few more tests. So we'll test the TCAS system.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb, climb now. Climb, climb now. Climb, crossing, climb. climb, crossing, climb, 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 clear.
Skipper delivery 85-3 Fox Delta 8319 Hotel 2 QNH 1016 information Charlie clearance
Looks
2
like they're getting in right at the back there. Settling in nicely.
5G Fox Delta, hello, clear to Southend, full line to Victor departure, runway 36 left. Initial climb flight level 60, squawk 3441.
Maintain speed.
We're 3441 by lap 2 Victor and initial climb 605 for Delta.
TCAS test pass.
Looks genuine to me. We can go
5G
ahead and
Fox Delta, repeat
down
is correct, come
to
on, ready.
GWS test.
We're ready now,
That's
5 Fox Delta.
5 Fox
Good
Delta,
on the
QNH 1016
PFD here, the
information
navigation
Delta,
side.
komt tegen Schipol, ground 121.8, bye bye.
121.8, bye.
Ryanair
That was
517,
to,
apologies to bother
fly.
again. I don't have that flight, that departure in my FMC. Are you able to give me
We'll
another
pre-plan
one?
our pushback here.
Yeah, sure, 1 second please.
No worries, Ryanair
Ground to
517.
cockpit,
Okay.
plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
We will do. In that case, we can go ahead and grab our clearance here, and I think we go departures, arrivals. Before we do that, we'll boot the APU up, holding that down for 1, 2, and 3. There we go.
Ryanair 5117 for delivery.
That means that we can
Go ahead, Ryanair
close the door.
517.
Presume to close.
Do you have Gorlo 3
Flight level
Victor?
here for 30,000 feet.
Goal left 3 Victor. Yeah, we
Set
should be able
there.
to do that one. Thanks very much, Ryanair 5117.
Okay, clear for the Gorlo 3 Victor, the rest is the same.
Now.
Cleared with the goal of 3 Victor. Thanks very much,
Go ahead
Ryanair
and grab our
517.
clearance now. I'll just have a look. Watch. Yeah, that's good to me. Right, we'll go ahead and grab ours now then.
Skipper delivery, good evening. Scandinavia 921 on stand, Bravo 20 with Charlie requesting I4 to Stockholm, Arlanda.
.com.
Scandinavia 921, hello, clear to Stockholm, Spikeboard 3 Victor departure, runway 36 left.
Charlie
Initial climb flight
5,
level 60 and
as I
this
said,
squawk
we've got information
0152.
Charlie as well.
Start Victor departure, runway 36 left, initial climb,
Oh yeah, short flight
flight
over
level
to
60,
London
and
today,
squawk
hence why we were
1,
cruising.
no, 0152 for Scandinavia as well.
Probably should have gone a little bit lower, but
Scandinavia 921, repeat correct, come fully ready.
too bad. Schipol delivery, good afternoon. This is Shanx 8 Lima Juliet with you, currently sat gate Charlie 52 with information Charlie. We'd like to request IFR clearance over to Birmingham, please, sir. See what he comes back to us with.
Shanx 8, Lima Juliet, hello, clear to Birmingham, full out to Victor departure, runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 7347.
Okay, we're cleared to Birmingham on the Vola 2 Victor departure off of runway 36 left. We'll climb initially to 3,000 feet. Walking 7347, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet.
Shanx 8, Lima Juliet, confirm initial climb flight level 60.
60. My apologies, we'll initially climb up to flight level 60, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. There we go.
Shanx 8, Lima Juliet, readback is correct, come on, we're fully ready.
We'll go 8 Lima Juliet. Alright, 47 is now what we're squawking. We can now then go ahead, and I think we're probably round about ready for our pushback. I think we can sort that out. But currently 3 minutes to 8, however, so I think we're going to have to wait for a bit of clapping for the NHS. So we'll put the APU on, so we know we are ready to go. And I think we're going to have to leave it here at the minute, as annoying as it is, because we're right ahead schedule. Look, we've got 1947 Zulu, which obviously is 10, sorry, not 10 2.
Just request clearance, Berlin Tegel, with Delta.
Obviously we've got quite a long taxi ahead of us.
KLM 43, hello, clear to Berlin, Arnhem 1 Victor departure,
once
runway
we
36 left,
clap,
initial climb flight level 60
come back
and squawk 0172.
and we'll hopefully depart Amsterdam. As long as this night has been. There goes a KLM.
KLM 43 cleared, Berlin. Tegel, Arnhem 1 Zulu. Climb 6000, squawk 0172.
At least we got clearance now and we
KLM 43, the correct, come fully ready.
go. actually initially to 6,000 feet, so if I switch that out here, 6,000 is that. Looking good up here. Just get our checklist out, check we've done everything. Window heat's on, fast seatbelts are on, air conditioning packs.
United 681 Heavy, hello, cleared to your destination, Washington, Bergie 4, Victor, departure on Bay 36 left.
Hydraulics normal, speed rate down to D10.
Squawk 2114.
Check, plug brake is obviously set, stab trim, put out switches are normal, wheel well fire warning has been checked, radar has been checked, rudder, alien trim is good, PA is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. FMC is set, N1 bugs have been set as well, stab trim is set to 65, airplane mode is stowed, phones are off, slide out windows and cockpit door, doors are closed, passengers are seated, and that is where we can
Ryanair 517 fully ready.
Before we do that, I'm going to go away, clap, I'll come back and see you very soon.
QNH 1016, information Delta is current, contact Schipol ground on 121.8, bye bye.
QNH 1016, information Delta, ground 121.8, thanks very much for the service, bye bye, Ryanair 5117.
Bye bye.
Good evening, delivery is Scandinavian 396, we're looking for IFR clearance to Copenhagen.
Scandinavian 396, hello, clear to Copenhagen, Spikeboard 3 Victor departure, runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 3144.
Right, apologies about that. I'm now back to do a bit of clapping there for the NHS. But we can now go ahead and request pushback clearance.
Ground and cockpit, tow is driving up.
We'll get that from the delivery as well now. Aboard delivery, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet, fully ready for push to start, please, sir. Hopefully you can get it.
8 Lima Juliet, QNH 1016, information Delta, current contact Schipol ground on 121.8, bye bye.
Roger, QNH 1016, information Delta is current now, and we'll contact the ground at 121.8. Thank you very much for Shanx 6 Lima Juliet. Why do I keep saying 6? It's 8. 8 Lima Juliet. We'll switch over to ground, yeah, now. Whew, a lot of clapping there for the NHS. And we'll get ready to start her up. We'll set the APU bleed to the on position.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to
They
connect.
certainly aren't. We can go ahead and sort that now, though. Close the doors there up, and we'll release parking brake so the gate moves out of our way there.
Center.
There we go.
Number 6 Delta Charlie negative, you're gonna have to cope with the long taxi 236 left.
Okay, is there any other runway I can use because I cannot take 36 left?
November 6 Delta Charlie, the best I can give you is a runway 04.
Runway 4?
Runway 04, A firm, but for that you're gonna need a re-clearance.
Alright, apologies about that. So,
Okay, that'll be too much work for me because I've already had
and
trouble
bypass 10 inserted. Release
between
parking
my
brake.
old airplane and
right, we're all ready to go now then. We'll
cancel the flight, so
see if
thanks anyway, I do
Schipol ground
appreciate
feel the same.
your help. Over.
Okay, yeah, no worries, have a nice evening then, bye bye.
Okay, bye.
We'll say they're seated. Anti-collision light comes on.
Ryanair 517 ready for taxi.
And we are ready for pushback now then. So,
Ryanair 5117, taxi
see
runway
if,
point runway 36 left
the
at
ground
Whiskey
agrees with us.
Quebec and at Whiskey 5 cross runway 36 center.
Taxi to holding point 36 left by Quebec and hold Whiskey 5 for
That's probably going to be
center. Apologies, Ryanair
pushback
517.
onto
Ryanair 5117 is to
Alpha
cross
Charlie
runway
here.
36 center at Whiskey 5.
I said we're at Charlie 52.
Cross
didn't I? It's
36
Delta
center at Whiskey 5. Thanks very much, Ryanair 517.
Schipol ground, good evening. Shanix 8 to Lima Juliet with you. Currently stand Delta 52. We're fully ready for push and start, please, sir. Hopefully it gives us the pushback clearance now.
Shanix 8 Lima Juliet, good evening, pushback startup is approved.
Roger, push and start approved for 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, we can go ahead and release the parking brake. And we are away. We'll get ready to on the timers.
Hello, pushback startup approved.
Slightly behind schedule.
And you may start engines.
Okay, that's us good to go. Pushing back here at 20:05, which is obviously 19:05 Zulu, if you live in the UK. That's been jotted down. Can switch back here, and we can start.
Schipol ground, good evening. Scandinavia 921 Amsterdam, Bravo 20, ready for push and start.
There we go. Now dark.
Scandinavian 921, hello.
Only got a pushback at least. There goes the engine 2 spinning.
Start approved, 921.
Beautifully. So as I say, probably going to be
ready for push start.
nice and pitch black when by the time we arrive actually in Birmingham.
43, hello, pushback startup approved.
Right, that's up to 25%, so mixtures indeed get added.
KLM 867, contact the tower 119.225, bye bye.
119.225, fijn avond nog, KLM 867.
Hetzelfde, Easy 53 Foxtrot Delta, contact the tower 119.225, have a good one.
19225. Remember that.
Ground, good evening, KLM 576, heavy vacated 06.
There we go, start up out number 2.
Hello, taxi to gate Echo 5.
Jets, we can go ahead and start engine number 1. Got a valve open. And N2 is obviously rising. Got oil pressure there.
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake is now set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Roger, there's
I see your request to
mixtures
push back
added.
now, all positions.
Fully spinning round.
Point out some of the safety features on this Boeing
737-800 aircraft.
Please remove headphones during this demonstration.
Okay, there we go, looking pretty good now. So we'll go ahead and turn the probe heats to the on position. We can actually get our checklist out here, look. Before taxi, gens are on, APUs obviously on. Off the bus. Engines are continuous. And we can have a look here. What am I doing there? Stab trim is set. Flight controls will test now. So we've got full forwards. What am I doing? Full forwards, full backwards, full left.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
I'm happy. Yeah, you too. Have a great time. We can go ahead now then, and that's everything there. Probe heats, electrics. Yep, we're running. We're all good. Recalls checked. We go ahead, set our flaps 5. That's not flaps 5. That's flaps 5. There we go.
Good evening, Condor
607,
stand Delta 53, request push and start.
Probably need this chart. They'll just give us a brief cross runway.
Condor 607, good evening, pushback startup approved. Pushback startup approved, Condor 607.
So we'll go ahead and get that now. Ground, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. Ready for taxi, please, sir.
Shanx 8 Lima Juliet, taxi 100.36 left at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Roger, we'll taxi holding point 36 left, and at Whiskey 5 we'll cross 36 center. Shanx 8 Whiskey 8 Juliet Lima. Lima Juliet, Lima Juliet. Okay,
okay, 143, ready to taxi.
And thrusters. Bit of forward thrust, as well as turn off some taxi lights.
Alpha 8 at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Here we go then. So we are going to here. I think it's Alpha. You go up, isn't it? Or
please repeat, KLM 43.
KLM 43,
Bravo.
taxi to 100.36
So we'll take
left
second
via
left
Alpha 8
here.
at Bravo at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36
There we
center.
go. Whiskey 5, 36 center. So that's just standard
36
ops.
left, 1.0 Alpha
Or
8
Schipol here.
Bravo cross. Here, Whiskey
Okay,
Bravo cross,
we'll
36 center.
Cleared on the right, it's going to look like as well. Here we go, guys. We'll carry on
Orange
straight on
755,
here.
goedenavond, taxi gate Golf
And
5, hold
left.
short of Alpha 19er.
Okay, looks like we're clear both sides again. Big wide left here. There we go.
KLM 331, pushback startup is approved.
Down Bravo. Here we are, line up nicely. We're doing now 18. Start to kill the power a bit here.
Scandinavian 21, request taxi 36 left.
Scandinavian 921, taxi on the point runway 36 left via Quebec at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
I think we're going to go all the way.
Quebec, cross 36 center at Whiskey 5, Scandinavian 21.
Yep, continuing Bravo. What am I doing? Continuing Bravo. So, going to be at Echo, sorry, Alpha 13. Alpha 13, that's what we're going to remember on Bravo. We are cleared left, cleared right again.
Gen X47 Lima, hello, pushback, correction, on position, perfectly behind. Hold in position.
Sunset coming down here. Orange skies. What are we at now? November 2.
KLM 1002, hello, taxi to gate Delta 16 via Alpha 6.
Carry on a bit then.
Delta 16 via Alpha 6, KLM 1002.
Yeah, I think this is us just going right the way round now. So we're on Bravo on the far further bit. Yeah, looks good to me. We can maintain the
Ryanair 517, request further taxi.
beautiful views.
Ryanair
of the park.
517, it's straight ahead onto Victor.
Beautiful views. Right, I'll give us
straight
a
on to
beans
Victor,
clear. Then go
Ryanair
straight on.
517.
And
Ryanair
hopefully
517, your holding point from the
going
runway
on
will be assigned by
time
tower. I will
Delta.
hand you over to tower in a minute.
That's 119.25, I think it is. 225, isn't it?
Orange 755 for holding short Alpha 9.
Well, I'll the power out
755 is holding
23.
short
I'm happy at
Alpha
that.
19, 19.
Oké, super, dat gaan we dat doen. Orange 755.
Joep.
Hopefully it's not too dark by the time we actually leave Schipol. Fingers crossed. This is Bravo, as suspected, and then it's going to be straight down until we meet the next taxiway. I think I'm going to need this one for, definitely. And then we'll take Charlie, I believe it is, or is it Delta? I think it's Charlie, from what I remember. At Schipol. Up to Whiskey 5, left on Whiskey 5, crossing runway 36.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but could you just confirm the taxi instructions for Scandinavian 921 is Quebec, Whiskey 5, cross 36 center.
Scandinavian 921, affirm, it's for your right onto Alpha, then Quebec, Alpha and Charlie, and then Whiskey 5.
Charlie, so it's definitely Charlie we're going to be taking.
Sorry, got me a little bit confused there. So it's Alpha, Quebec, Alpha, Charlie, Whiskey 5 for Scandinavian 21.
Affirm. Ryanair 517, contact tower 119.225, bye bye.
We're definitely on the right taxiway here, aren't
119.225, thanks for the service, bye bye, Ryanair 517.
Don't really take jet twos out of Schipol, so not a KLM or nothing.
United 681, taxi 100 point runway 36 left at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
This guy must get so bored. 36 left, Whiskey 5, 36 center. What have we got here? Aircraft coming in, I think. That's
Superground, goedenavond, KLM 2, thank you for the register Delta 5, information Delta on board, crash push start.
25 for the ground speed, that is plenty for me. Any faster and we risk coming off. My world-class taxiing skills here.
KLM 3 Yankee, goedenavond, pushback is startup approved.
Yeah, which should turn us
KLM 331, where are you going? Hold position.
That'll turn us on to runway 09, so we'll carry on to Charlie. We should be good there, so that's runway 09 now. We're looking 36 left. It's over here somewhere.
Condor 607, sorry, apologies. Taxi to 100 point runway 36 left, at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
1.36 left.
Yep, here's Charlie then. Okay, right turn here. All the way up to Whiskey 5 to cross 36 center. Okay, then nice big wide turn here.
Ground, KLM 3 Yankee, there is an other aircraft, is it a trouble for me or not?
Oh, we've got a
KLM 3 Yankee, hij is een stukje naar voren gegaan, dat had hij niet moeten doen. Pas je er nog steeds voor?
landing lights for runway 09 on.
Ja, makkelijk, 3 Yankee.
Ja, still approved, he will hold position.
Approaching 09.
Let's have a look at
Yes, still approved here, we'll KLM 3 Yankee.
Orange 755 at Alpha 19, continue taxi. Continue taxi,
multiple
Orange.
stuff on next plane tonight. Throw ourselves down again then. Don't want to go too fast. I've just realised as well my brakes I need to set up again. I was using the pedals, but that's to be fixed, so just stand by whilst to sort this out. We want whole brakes regular. There we go. There's my braking. Perfect. Found it. We'll continue here then. There's Whiskey 5. Okay, left turn here. Okay. Cleared on the left, cleared on the right. What have we got there? Got a low pass from. Oh, he's going to be landing the other runway, isn't he? Whiskey 5 then, we can cross that. We'll switch our landing lights on. Now, I would actually switch my strobes on, however. I'll start saying all sorts back in the cabin if I was to do that. Got to confirm, cleared left, cleared right. There's us over Whiskey 5 from 18 centre. Well away of Whiskey 5 now then. Going to be up here on Victor to 36 left, I believe. Clear left. Doing 22 knots on the ground there. We can turn landing lights as well off now as well. Whiskey 5 to Charlie, yeah. We've always got to remember that Schipol is always the inner. Why did I say that? It's always the outer, sorry, because Bravo, outer, Charlie is outer if you're looking at it from that position. We need to reset this to actually look at where we need to be going. And now we can go ahead and have a look at our SID, which I believe was on page 77, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it. Hotel 0901. We're not taking Zulu, we're taking Victor. Roger, we'll switch to approach 121.2 for Shanix 8 Lima Juliet. 1212 for approach. We'll just make him aware that we're taxiing down Victor with him under his command. I might have to just switch back. So I think he's right about that. It might actually just be our approach. I'll just check that. Yep, tower's logged off, so it's going to be 121.2 for approach, as he mentioned to us. So here we are, taxiing down Victor. There's Victor Echo. So we can just carry on around here, and we'll just take full length, being as though no one else wants it. Decent. 3-5. You got there eventually. What is this? Little random. Oh, it's a tower. Oh, what is this? What's this doing here? So we'll just check in with him at Victor Kilo. In fact, we might just check in now, because I think he'll just go, yeah, cleared for takeoff. Schipol approach, good evening. Shanx 8 Lima Juliet with you, taxiing to runway 36 left, holding Victor 4. There we go. Roger, clear for takeoff, runway 36 left, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. So there we go, we're all clear for takeoff, 4 thrust arms, MCP, cabin set, config is checked, flaps are 5, green light, and the cabin crew can now go ahead, we'll go ahead and alert them to sit themselves down. Auto thrust is armed, LNAV is not engaged because I need to set that up when we enter the runway because it's been a bit funny. So wind was 040. That's fine. There we go, line up nicely with the runway. They gave us a takeoff clearance, so we can pretty much just quickly take off here. Let's call Charlie before we do so. Ident that. Landing lights have gone on, taxi lights are off. We'll set the timer, reset the fuel flow. We've been cleared for takeoff, and here we go. We'll get our engine up to 40 then, to stable the aircraft. There we go, stable, and that is us pushing toga. Should have dimmed the lights up in the cabin there, but oh well. Oh, so it looks like someone needs some delay vectors, that could be good. 80 knots, just checked, so pressure off the control column. Rotate, there we go, up 2.5 degrees per second, that was a little bit more. Gear up please. Just set the waypoint again. I'll take Elna from here, I think. There we go. I think I've just got to go a little bit ahead of that before, but look at this beautiful, beautiful views as we depart out of Amsterdam today. Get myself down a little bit gusty. Let's climb out, nothing too drastic though. Flaps need to go to 1. There we go, so leveling out now. Flaps are up now. We'll set that there. And we'll follow the flight directors for real now. Setting speed to 250 knots now. Can't set autopilot at the minute for some reason. VNav. No, autopilot really doesn't like to go at the minute. Fair enough. What about now? There we go. Autopilot engaged. Climbing. We can now let's release the cabin crew. A 10 button is pressed so they can go serve their tea cakes, toasters, whatever they need. Roger, we'll climb up to flight level 130, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, so we've just been cleared up to 13,000 feet. We'll on of that. Altimeter set standard. That can come off to automatic. Lego lights can come off now. And we could do our after takeoff checks have pretty much been done. Flaps are up, no light. Altimeters are set obviously. Landing gears up and off. So is the auto brake locked. Bit of beef over at Amsterdam approach there, by the looks of things. There we go. I'll just switch to Amsterdam at 125.75. Thanks for excellent service, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. 125.75 is set then. That's going to switch us over to Amsterdam Control. We'll climb out over the water here. Beautiful scenery. We'll set our reset our head in here as well. There we go. Have a quick look. Here we go then. Looks like Amsterdam's nice and busy as per. There's the beautiful views as we climb out of Amsterdam tonight. As I say, I wasn't quite expecting to be taking off in the dark, but there you go, you can't win all. If we get a gap in here, we should be able to check in with Amsterdam. We'll take it from there. Right, looks like it's our gap here. Oh, never mind. Okay, heading to 40 now then. There's 10,000 being passed, so landing lights can come off. We'll do 10,000 checks. Okay, pressure is 3.4 there, so a little bit below. Nothing too much to worry about there. The guy just say he's worried to descend. That's 260. UPS. Right. Amsterdam radar, good evening. Shanx 8 Lima Juliet with you, climbing, passing through, sorry, 11,400, climbing flight level 130, inbound Vola. There we go. Roger, we'll climb up to flight level 240 for Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, then up to 24,000 feet. That should do us nicely. What are we at now? 300 knots pretty much, round about. And flying nicely. We can just admire the views, I think. Jet2.com. Right. A little bit more of a turn there. We have missed a few waypoints out, unfortunately. But I don't think that should be too much of an issue. It still looks like I'm going direct to Lima Alpha Mike. There's Lambourne. Upper climbs here. We should be reaching it bang on time. I'll just have a look at what time it departed. So 6 minutes ago, 22 minutes past 7 was Zulu time. I'll just get that in our flight plan here. Uh-oh, that means there's no ATC over in London. That's not good. Yeah, pretty much empty. That's a surprise. Never see London like that. That's just going to be straight over to Unicom, unfortunately, for us. Looks like there's quite a bit over at Birmingham, though, more than usual, so should be good. Hopefully London gets on. Very strange to see them not online. We're heading now then, 2:55. I can also set timers now so that what we're at 2012 Zulu we're looking at. It's obviously going to be 12 minutes past 9 our time, unfortunately. So we'll go at 21:012. Oh, that should kick in top right corner for you guys at home. Has it worked? Are we on? There we go. We've only got 40 until normality. Stunning views out of Amsterdam today. Absolutely stunning. Our music's back on, apologies about that. We should be, yeah, there we go, reaching nearly 24,000 feet. We'll go ahead and request further climb. Radar Shanx 8 Lima Juliet requesting further climb, please, sir. Hopefully we can get that. Yeah, apologies, we had some issues with that. We're currently inbound Lambourne, Lima Alpha Mike. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Roger, apologies for that. We'll make a left turn heading 210 and we'll stay flight level 240 for now, then Channel 8 Lima Juliet, sorry. Right. So, bit of an issue there. I'm going to have to remember that. Unfortunately, Zebo hasn't fixed that. So anytime I want to go from Schipol to the UK, that's going to be an issue. So for now, I think we're ready to turn the seatbelt sign off anyway. Relieve the passengers there. They can go ahead and move out freely. Bank angle set to 10 degrees now as well. I do understand we obviously inbound, whatever he said, the red for Sid, so we don't want to cause any disruption there for the approaching aircraft. I can actually see quite a few aircraft coming in. What are they? About 1,000 feet above us, so we'll have to remember that for the future. We don't want to end up with a collision. Beautiful views out of Schipol here. Need to remember that for next time though. Oh, cabin altitude. Oh, APU bleed didn't get put off. My bad, my bad, my bad. There we go, we're all set now. Pax auto. That was the one thing that I knew I'd forget all the time. Every time. But I don't think anything else could possibly go wrong with this flight this evening. In the way of other aircraft. Cabin warnings. Doesn't get any better than this. On. Hopefully we get further climbs soon, otherwise it's not going to be worth us actually going up to flight level 300. Be a bit of a shame. So he's put us on heading 210 for now. That's just to keep us out of the way. Hopefully he'll turn us on to a bit more of a direct routing. Thought we'd get over there nice and quickly. Looking like it's give us an extra 2 minutes there. There we go. Roger, we're making a right heading 260 Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. Alright, so we're back on track now then. Over to Lambourne. I think that's where it's trying to take us over to. Oh, he's struggling. So it's going to be 13 now. Oh, so it's only put a minute on that little detour of ours. As I say, it's a fairly short flight, so don't have too many issues in that front. I don't think the London control's actually on at the minute, unfortunately, though, so that might be a bit of an issue. Because we're not going to have a clue. So if I have a look at descending, then we've got 126 nautical miles from that. About 10 to 8. So I can start prepping, I suppose, shortly. We go to Echo Golf Bravo, Birmingham. And I believe, yeah, we've set up for runway 33. Wow, it's nice and orange mist laying over the channel here. Roger, will proceed as planned and for exchange proof. Thank you very much. 8 Lima Juliet. So we'll just go directly to Lambourne, and unfortunately we're going to have to contact the Unicom on 22.8 is set there. It's going to be to Lambourne, Lima Alpha Mike now then. Set that in the LNAV. Hopefully that's gives us a little bit of a shortcut more than even if we did have to mind out the way of oncoming traffic. so I think that means we can actually climb up to 30,000 feet, sorry. VNav on that one. 122.8. Who's operating on Unicom? I'll just have a quick look here. London's definitely not on. So if I have a quick look here then. London. Looks like Brussels is on. Just London we're missing. Very strange. London normally quite quick on stuff like that. Fair enough. We're not actually climbing. That's something to point out. I think that's going to be that until we reach Birmingham now, unfortunately. Whoever's, I think it's Athens, currently operating Unicom. Definitely on 122.8, aren't we? Yeah. Don't know what's happened there then. Anyway, we're climbing. I know that much. On heading of 265 to Lambourne again now. It's literally going to be get up there and we'll be descending again, I think. So we'll set ourselves up now. Just have a quick update on the weather. Quick look then on weather over in currently. So go Golf Bravo. Right, anyway, apologies about that. So, METAR then, I'm just going to switch my light on, just stand by. Right, lights on, we're good to go. Current METAR over over at Birmingham. What are we at now, just to check? We've gone up to 30,000 feet. Looks like we're actually entering London. Well, there's the United Kingdom there anyway. We're going to have then at 1920 Zulu 5 knot winds from the 040 position. So 5 knots 040. That's pretty much a northeasterly wind there, which is probably going to favour runway 33 to be fair, but then again it could be absolutely anyone. Then that'll be Ceiling and clouds and visibility is okay, sorry. Temperature's 17 degrees. 2.5 QNH 1018, so we can set that temporarily. 1018. Oh, the altimeter doesn't like that. No. Yeah, our secondary flight altimeter there doesn't seem to be responding. Got a nice golden haze over London today. Blinding. If we go ahead then and have a look, plug that into the FMC, so descent forecast. So we're expecting deviations of 0.5, and the QNH over there is 1018, not 1080. So the winds, that means the winds are 040 at 5 knots. Or not. Oh, 040 at 05 knots is set. Anti-ice on and off. I don't need to be worried about it just yet. So we're currently 68 nautical miles from starting our descent. As we pass over here. I think that's potentially Stansted. Have a look. Yeah, I think that's Stansted over there. Right, we'll go ahead then and set ourselves really up now then. So it's going to be runway 33. We want the ILS for that though, which is here at 3. 110.1 is the localizer there. That's set. 327 is our final heading on final approach. It's set there. Got to refer to minimums for that. That's going to be 300 for the landing altitude then. This boat straight ahead to 3000 then as directed, so they should help us out in there. Altitude set in hectopascals, obviously. Transition level by air traffic control. Transition altitude 6000 feet. We're at 30,000 feet now as well, so we should be good there. 406 for the ADF. What was that? 406, yeah, thought so. 406 coming in here then. 40 and what am I doing here? Making a mess of this. 6 is set there. There we go. 406 is set. And we can have a look then at this. So we're going to intercept the glide slope at 2000 feet. That means DME 5-1. We should start descending down towards the runway. That's all good there. Minimums, that's just for Cat 2. We're going to have to ignore that a minute. I think Unicom's just being absolutely used by everything and everyone. No, I don't think that's Stansted. That's that must be Luton. No, that can't be Luton either. Not actually picking up on ours. Maybe it's part of the scenery there. I don't know. Anyway, 266 heading now. Hopefully we get a contact made before we come in here. There's no London controller on. It's not good. Not good at all. Right, we'll check the well, the next frequency should be 123.908. 123.908 is set then. Then we can start to descend a little bit earlier actually, so we'll say when that says 20 nautical miles we'll descend down to what's going to be down to 20,000 feet I think. That should be sufficient, then we'll descend further once we're good to do so. There's 20,000 feet set. And we need to look for minimums now then. There it is, 528 at 200. $528 is set then. 200 obviously should be set default barrow. There we go. So it's going to be from Groove, by the looks of things, potentially round onto India Bravo Mike. Capture the glide heading 327. I think we should be ready to descend soon, so we'll get the passengers seated again. Make sure they're all sat down at the back there so we can go ahead and start going down. We'll have a quick look at our I'll have a quick look at our star approach, which should be, if everything goes to plan, which I haven't been doing this night, sorry, we should be looking at the Groove 1 Alpha arrival into Birmingham. Grove 1 Alpha, star, here we go. Grove 1 Alpha, potentially. There it is. So if that all goes to plan, we'll take Grove 1 Alpha. So from Grove, God, this is not straightforward, is it? It's going to be Grove 1 Alpha, so Buzzard is what's coming up next. And that's got to be at least at flight level 80. We best go down now then. There's us descending. That can go there because everyone's sat down in the back. We'll just tell our intentions. In fact, we're not even going to bother because I don't think Unicom's actually Unicom right now. We're just going to go straight down. 293 heading. Looks like what we're doing 1,000 foot per minute. So we have to decel. 0.79 I should be doing now, set it down to 240 in a minute. So after Buzzard then, the max we can be is flight level 170. Which is not reassuring, but might just get a telling off there. So it's going to be 116.4 we need to set here at 298. 116.4 is set up there. Sorry, set there on heading of 298. Hopefully that should do the trick. I think it's actually 305. We're just waiting for that message now to give us over to Birmingham Birmingham approach. Hopefully if everything goes right, that should be what we're looking at. Birmingham approach, EGBB 123.975. So almost there. That's us descending now though, down to Buzzard. Looks very complex, I know, but it shouldn't be. We'll carry on our descent down to 15,000 feet, flight level 150. Hopefully that does the trick. If not, we might have to take over ourselves here. So let's cross Sierra Lima Papa or 3 minutes before, holding facility 250 knots or less. We can carry on at this speed, I think, at the minute, whilst we can. Don't know whether we need to descend a little bit quicker, but we'll keep it at this at the minute. I'm happy to do so. Delta Tango Yankee is set there then. Looks like we should be straight on that after Buzzard. Sorry. Then to Honley 11365. Hopefully Birmingham, sorry. Give us a call shortly. I don't know who we're speaking to, but seems to be quite bright over here as well. A little bit of an orange glow from the cockpit. So that's us heading 315 now. Then there'll be a short little left turn to rejoin Delta Tango Yankee. I think this needs fixing. I don't know what's happening here. Grove, so it's got to be max 210 knots there. Sierra Lima Papa, so just there we go, we're starting to slow down now. So if I just have a quick look if there's any decel, yeah, there's a bit of decel just before we actually reach that speed restriction, so we should be alright on that. God knows what this little orange glow is, very strange. We've got purple contrail. Oh, you've got to love X-Plane. You got to love X-Plane sometimes. We've been nice and patient this evening, and hey, if we get an orange screen, we get an orange screen. Right, heading 305 now then. We're continuing down nicely. There we go, 23,000 feet per minute now. It has actually recognised we need to get down. Cross SLP or 3 minutes before holding facility at 250 knots, so we can start to slow ourselves down nice and early. Currently got an 11 knot headwind pointing straight at us. I think it's looking like we're about ready, and we're still looking for 14, so it's just gone up by a minute again. We're passing through 23,000 feet now. We'll start adjusting this soon. Oh god, there's a Concorde. Wow. Maybe this is Unicom and people are just deciding to have a bit of fun. .305 then, standing down nicely. And we can start to think about slowing down now, so we'll just reduce down to 250 knots. As much as we do need to make up for a bit of lost time here. Yeah, that's always going to be a bit of a challenge if we need to be there. There are 3,000 feet per minute. We're going to have to arm the speed brake, unfortunately, in this case then. As it says, drag required. Of course, we descend nice and rapidly when we need to slow ourselves down. We're going to have to go speed brake max. Don't know what happened there. X-Plane's just loving winding me up right now. We can also set auto brake 1. That should have been done before our descent, as you can see here. Oh, where am I going with this? Anti-ice is on. Not on, sorry. Approach brief. Pressurization. Bugs. That, my friends, that could well and truly be Birmingham Airport. Yep, there she is. I think that's Birmingham over there. We'll continue our descent down to 10,000 feet. Don't know why Birmingham aren't calling us just yet. Yeah, don't know what's going on with them. EGBB, sorry, is 123,975. We'll leave it a little bit then, but I think we're going to have to contact them shortly. So it's going to be onto Honolulu here, then round from Grove, get back at it here. That's what it's going to have to be because we're too high anyway, even if we didn't want to do that. We need to reduce our speed brake now as well. We're at 250 knots nicely. $298 we're heading now. So we've passed Honolulu, which is a relief, I suppose. There goes the thrust levers back to idle. Just then we're slowing down. Heathrow ground. We're definitely 122.8. God knows what's happening tonight. God knows what is happening tonight. $123,975. I mean, I don't know why Birmingham approach hasn't contacted us yet. That should be the case, surely. Maybe they're just taking the time now. I believe that's Birmingham. Well, that is definitely Birmingham, sorry. Passing through 15,000 now. We can go ahead and descend all the way down to... We'll go down to 5,000 feet now. Get nice and low early on. So it's 250 still on. So this is all jumbled up really here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to switch over to approach. 299 we're heading out. $1,185. I know what's happened here. We've now we're on a ATIS. Yeah, it's this. That's what buggered us up. So we're actually on Heathrow ground rather than... Well, we weren't on Heathrow ground, but Heathrow ground was on our right panel. And Unicom was standing by on 122.8 on the left console. That's annoying. We need to slow ourselves down again though. $123,975. Now it's just a case of having a look what's going to happen here. So we're going to go to on and then Oscott. Yeah, that's right. To bring us round to capture the get back on the approach here for runway 33. I believe that is what it's going to be. Hopefully, knowing tonight it could be runway 15. Okay, so we're going to Hon now, 113.65. So we'll set that, 113.65. There's Hon. And that's pretty much going to be heading the same there, 298. There we go, so we're smack on for go to Oscar November. Yeah, so it's going to be runway 33, we know that for definite, thank goodness. Then we're just going to have to go ahead and check in with these. Birmingham approach. Good evening. Shanix 8 Lima Juliet is with you at passing through 10,600 for 5,000 feet. Inbound Oscott. Hopefully they recognise us. Roger, no worries. We'll switch to Unicom 122.8. Thank you very much. 8 Lima Juliet. Roger, thank you. Information Delta, we've got QNH 1018 and runway 33. Thank you very much for 8 Lima Juliet. There we go. Switching over to Unicom then. And QNH 1018, we'll keep that passing through 10,000, so landing lights can come on. Don't need to turn off on just yet, actually. We'll get the cabin crew seated in their seats now, though, so if they want to grab their seats back. And here we come down to Oscott. 240 knots. Beautiful approach for once into Birmingham. Looks like they're shutting themselves down now, unfortunately, so we're going to miss out on a bit of air traffic control in there. Still seems to be ground, tower, all of that on. Strange. We'll just stick Unicom. If they say anything, we'll just tell them what the approach controller told us. There we are then, 13,000 feet per minute. Coming down nice, so we're going to have to remember to turn the cabin lights off for landing as well, due to the darkness outside, which is very strange. Shouldn't have been dark when we were coming in. Oh well. Stunning views. Stunning views. Right, there's Oscott then. So we're actually pretty much on profile now, which is nice. Right, we'll have a quick look here then. I forgot to, there we are, 0.1 of a ton now, so 61.9, 0.7, sorry. Gonna be our gross weight for landing, meaning we can go perhaps 40 and 137 knots. 2014, so 14 minutes past 10. Ah, here we go. Approach 123.975. Approach, Shanix 8 Lima Juliet, back with you. Roger, no worries, ILS approach runway 33, we'll make a right turn heading 110 degrees, Shanix 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, so at least we've got a bit of control on now, so we'll go 110 degrees. Heading select. Hey, I presume it's still down to 5,000 feet though, as we come in. Where is it? There we go. Ground controller switching over to tower, that's nice, so we can actually get a bit of ATC now then. Right, so we need to be looking at that. We'll reduce the speed to 20. Or maybe we won't. Well, we'll wait for it to hold at 5,000, we'll reduce to 220. I think that should be alright with him. Can't see why not. There we go, so he's literally just going to put us straight back on the ILS runway 33 as discussed. 1018. is what is set us. That's linked up with that. Now we'll go down again, but we'll reduce to 220 knots. We need to be looking at sending to 2,000 feet. Approach Annex 8 Lima Juliet, requesting further descent, please. I think he's going to give us down. Roger, down to 3,000, and yes, we have QNH 1018, Annex 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, 3,000 feet, then we'll go 1,000 feet, 1,000 foot even per minute. We'll reduce to 200 knots as well now. Just so that we're nice and slow, because I can see us coming in a little bit faster here. Can also have a look at final approach now. If I switch that over here onto runway 33, there we go. So we're here, well currently, so it should have been Grove, and then, well, it's just vectored us the ILS-33, so it's just told us to turn right at 110. Struggling to slow down here, unfortunately, so we're going to have to raise the speed brake again. Make sure we get, don't want to come in too fast, being as though Birmingham's literally there. Stunning views as we approach, anyway. That counts for anything. So there's Birmingham. We've got 1,000 feet to go, and we should be able to select flaps 1, which should have been done absolutely ages ago. We'll just reset the speed now to 168, just so we don't come in too fast. There's 3,000, 3,500. I think he might actually clear us down to 2,000 feet beforehand, because it does say we intercept glide 2,000, but if that's not the case, that's not the case. Okay, we could do flaps early, so we'll set flaps 1. There we go. There's flap set 1, so we start slowing down nicely anyway now. We'll keep that where it is. It's going to be a nice sharp turn here. Might have to ask him if he cleared us. I can't remember whether they cleared us for the ILS approach. Approach, it's Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. Just confirm you cleared for this, cleared us for the ILS runway 33. Roger, no worries. We'll make a left turn 035 for base. Right, sorry, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. My bad, I thought it gave us the base turn there. We'll keep this speed. Here come the flaps down. And then it should be a further left intercept glide. However, we are still quite high. Roger, thank you. Further left turn 355 degrees. Clear for the ILS runway 33, Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. There we are, we've been cleared for the ILS now then, so it's going to be FI, so we'll go 157 knots. We're going to be way too high here. Way too high. Yeah, that's not happening. Nowhere near. Approach at Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. We're a little bit too high, so I think we're going to have to request go around, please. Roger, making a left to 60 degrees. I think we might have to get down to 2,000 feet if that's alright for Shanx 8 Lima Juliet. Roger, no worries, thank you, 8 Lima Juliet. There we go then. think he's just got on. Must just be warming up. So we'll remain 160 knots. Yeah, we'll remain 160 knots for now. It'll be a little, just a short turn. Go flaps. In fact, we'll keep flaps 10 for now. See, that wasn't going to happen. No way. Jose, was that happening? Oh well. Right, so we're looking 218 now. 0.1 again, so it's 61.5. Which does not change anything there. Still at 3,000 feet. Roger, left turn 145 degrees, and we'll descend down to 2,000 feet. Shanix 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, that's all we needed. I think we should be able to capture the glide on this. We'll go down 800 feet per minute. That should do us nicely. Got down there. Mistakes happen, as they say. That should bring us around nicely now. Then we'll obviously make a further left to capture the glide. We'll just change everything here, so it's 168. We've got to say actually we'll just increase that up 168. Keep flaps where they are though. There's 2,000 feet. Should be able to capture a couple more track miles. Hasn't tonight been eventful? Just pull up the airport diagram real quick. 10,000 feet worth, that should be alright. Got the butt of this landing now though. Should be further left shortly. Doesn't look like there's too much wind either, which should help us out nicely. Go ahead and dim the lighting as well after we've made this turn. Speed brake needs to come off. Forgot about that. There we go. Roger, making a left 060 degrees, Shanix 8 Lima Juliet. There we go, 060 is set now. Keep it at 168 knots for now. However, I do think we're going to have to slow down considerably. At least we're at 2,000, so we should be good on there now. There's Birmingham. Final fuel check then, 0.2 now, so it's going to be 61.3. Yep, still 137 knots. Happy. Cabin lighting can come off shortly as well. Roger, left turn 350 degrees, Shanix 8 Lima Juliet. There we go. Roger, clear for the ILS runway 334, Shanix 8 Lima Juliet. There we go then, cleared for the ILS. Round number 2. Start thinking about slowing down nicely here as well now, so 168 still, that's fine. We'll turn the lights off for landing. Take it for landing. There we go. VOR is locked. A little bit of a left turn onto final here, and then we're going to now reduce speed to 157 knots. VOR lock engaged, approach mode engaged. Beautiful, flaps down, gears down as well now. Keep flaps 25 for now. Then we'll reduce to final approach just after we've hit this VI. It's 3000 for the missed approach altitude. Come on, start descending. Roger, switching to tower 1183. Thank you for your excellent service tonight, mate. Have a good one, Shannon. Let me do it. 1183 then is set up here. Down here even. There's 1183. Birmingham Tower, good evening. Shannon 8 Lima Juliet with you on final runway 33. We really need to slow down now. 137. Roger, clear land runway 33, Shannon 8 Lima Juliet. Okay, that's all good there. Our land been cleared. There we go. I've set full now. Clear to land, and we are going to do so. Stabilize, missed approach, altitude set is indeed checked. My throttle, my aeroplane. Following those, following the flight director down nicely now then. Checked and confirmed. Also checked. Nice and steep approach here into Birmingham. Continue. A little bit too low. I think we can't correct for a little bit over there as well. 407 knots. We've lost the glide completely there. Uh-oh. That's me not concentrating. We're back on it now. What happened there? Hard landing. Yeah, don't know what happened there. It said glide slope, and the touchdown zone had already gone, and we're still 3-4 red. Sorry. So not a clue what happened there. Anyway, there's 80 knots. There's 60 knots. Manual braking. Slow ourselves down here. Why now? Annex over here, Doc. Turn-off taxis are on, landing lights are off. Could have made that, but we didn't. Reduced to 100 knots there, 3,100 there. Set the timers there. Speed brake can come up as well as the flaps. Don't know why I can't brake anymore. Auto brake's off. I have to do hard braking, I'm afraid. I can only set parking brake. Roger, taxi stand 55 via Alpha Victor and Delta for Onyx 8 Lima Juliet. Alpha Victor Delta. 55. Oh, we have strobes as well. There's Alpha 1. Strobes are off. Logo's on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Birmingham. Current time here is 24 minutes past 9. Turn in here. What's happening there? Anyway, so it's going to be Alpha Victor Delta for stand 55. Here's Delta then. 55 is, well, any of these by the looks of it. We'll just take centre, I think. Alright, flight director's coming off. We'll reduce the speed now. And terrain can come off. Weather is also off. We're just going to come straight down Delta here. Well, currently going down Alpha. Victor, obviously, Delta, and then it'll be here to 55. Good to me. Keep her at 20. There we can squawk. Stand by for now. Brakes off, that's good. Yeah, we're good to go. Start switches to automatic. We'll start the APU shortly when we approach here. Okay, well, this is a little bit of extra scenery for you. Emitters set standard then. And the minimums has been reset. I think we're about ready to start APU, so hold that for 1, 2 and 3 seconds. Start slowing down now. I need to just have a quick look on my braking. For some reason that's an issue. All brakes regular is set. I didn't brake then. So I have to hold it. Yeah, I have to hold it for some reason. Oh, very strange. Anyway. It's going to be Delta. Your eyes out for Delta. There's Alpha 6, Delta 1. Now that might be, we've got an airlings there, Ryanair. Over there. Wi-Fi Ryanair we can get to. So yeah, it looks like we're going to come down here. This little slip road. On Delta 1. We made it. All that matters. Even if we were slightly late. And it's to stand 55, which is here, Victor. You, Victor. That's Delta 3. Yeah, that's Delta 3 to Victor. Happy. Cleared left, cleared right. APU's now on the bus as well. Spot on. We can't maintain taxi line. And stand 55 is here on the right. I think that massive Emirates might be in the way of that, so we might have to disconnect and go to the stand of our choice.
Tower 34 Romeo Mike.
That's the case.
Echo 1. Shamrock 34 Romeo Mike, clear for takeoff, runway 33, surface wind 050 degrees at 7 knots.
There's a Shamrock.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Shamrock 34 Romeo Mike.
That's 54. Oh, we'll be alright. This looks like 55 is ours. There's 55. Turn in. Oh, turn off taxi lights. Turn it off. Don't know what happened there with that. Looks like we'll clip the thing off this big A380, but alright.
Birmingham Tower's last station, Ryanair 5 Tango Hotel.
Birmingham Tower, Ryanair 5 Tango Hotel, and stand 76. Request IFI clearance to Dublin.
The gate in here then. 5 knots, don't really want to be doing much more than that.
Ryanair 5 Tango Hotel, good evening, Birmingham Tower. Can you just check your flight plan? I don't have a SID in your flight plan for Birmingham.
There we go, stop.
Sorry, no, you're going direct to Luxor, that's fine. Call when ready for clearance.
In that case then we've got 2 blue and 1 red. Engines are dead. Here comes the air bridge over to us.
Ryanair 5 Tango Hotel, you are...
We'll go ahead and disconnect on the Vatsim network here. There we go. And we can set the gen there now. There we go, AP to come off the bus. We'll wait for 20 there, that's all good there, oil pressure is looking good on the end too. We can go ahead and turn the anti-collision light off down there for them. Strobe lights off, seatbelt signs off, electrics off, fuel pumps are indeed off. And obviously we need to set the timer there. Brake heats are off, fuel dampers off, and we are good to go. Right, there we go. We're going to say bye bye to our passengers. On that note, thank you very much for joining us on this flight over to Birmingham from Amsterdam Schipol today. It's been a pleasure having you, and we hope to see you again soon. For now, take it easy, stay safe in the COVID-19, and we'll see you again shortly. For now, thank you, and good night.